What's going on, everybody? Well, today after work I finally picked up some sand for our project, and as you can see, Austin is working his butt off already getting rocks moved out of our way so we can put some kind of weed barrier down and dump the sand. Now the sand I got is a half a ton bag you can get at Lowe's. Of course I gotta take the saw out of my thing and dump, but we got a half a ton of killer pretty old sand, really good stuff, and they're gonna love it. It's a big old bag right there. Now I was gonna just go ahead and grab it with one arm and pull it out of there and show these boys what's up, but I don't want to teach them how to have a blowout. And you know what I'm talking about, blowing out. Now anyway, we're gonna just get the saw out of here and we're just gonna dump it, let it flow and hit the ground, and then cut the bag. And you know what, that makes a great weed barrier, don't it? We can use it for some of it, poke a few holes here and there so make sure water can drain through, but yeah, okay, maybe. So anyway, I'm gonna get to work and help him some and get all this all moved out. We're gonna put all the rocks right there because I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it that far with I don't know how big it's gonna end up being. I want it kind of deep with sand, but it ain't gonna be too deep, obviously. And that bag ain't gonna go as far as it looks like it would, you know. We'll see. It's a half a ton. We'll see. So that's almost $100 for that bag. I mean, they're $80 bag. And then my uncle, he gets a military discount or army discount deal, and from the Air Force, I think that was like $13, almost a $14 discount. I'm not complaining about that. That's a pretty good deal. Anyway, back to work, right? Yes, I am that cheap. When I can save $13, I'm happy, okay? All right, guys, Thomas just came out to help us a little bit. Put it all the way over here in the big pile. So we're gonna throw all the rocks over here. And then after we get the sand in over there, if there's enough, we can always move these over and make the road. Carry it over there and put it down. Remember, the big rocks I don't want to break. We're gonna try to not break them. We need big rocks. So they're working their butts off already. We gotta get this all moved, get the weed barrier figured out, and we'll be back. Well, all right, guys, as you can see, we have cleaned out a lot of it. We got all the rocks over to one pile at least, all but a couple big ones I gotta move. My wife went on down to the dollar store to pick up some of that fabric paper they have. I should have got it at Lowe's. I was thinking I might have had some good felt paper still here, but I used it last time, never got it covered, and you see how bad it's rotted. So that really did not work well on the ground. It was just something I had. I was gonna throw it away because it was old. It was already really old anyway, so it didn't matter. And you can see it looked good for a minute. It kept the weeds out of there actually, all but a few spots. So I'm gonna grab my weed eater now and try to knock out all I can, maybe the leaf blower, and blow out some stuff before she gets back. And then I'm probably gonna have to make me some stakes and wood stakes to drive in the ground. If I'm gonna use this black stuff to go around it, there's really no way to attach it to nothing. Unless you dig a trench, and I hate doing that because then you lose half of it. So if I just drive me some wood stakes and screw it right to the stakes, I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. Otherwise I could just go back to the wood plan. It just don't look as good, I think. So yeah, for now we'll use this stuff. I've had these things here for years, just never actually put them out because I really don't like them for landscaping. So anyway, I'm gonna go get my weed eater. Me and Austin has been really good, huh boy? Austin probably moved a third of these rocks by himself. And Thomas came out and helped us a little bit. And then when we got these moved, he's straight back in for a break on the Xbox. Which I can't blame him. Nene got him started on a new game and it's something he ain't played before. He really likes it, so I can't blame him. Anywho, all right, guys, we're moving right along. Austin is the hardest worker for his age. He's only 4 years old, and he is a hard worker. I'll tell you what, my back can barely keep up with the guy. So what we got so far, as you can see, we're going to go around the tree, at least one roll of paper. If I do it, then I can't get my mower through here either, though. So I got to kind of decide how far over I'm going. I can always weed eat, so it don't matter. Yeah, look, I'm talking about it don't matter. It's all overgrown already again. I mean, I'm the worst at this, keeping the grass up. Anyway, my plans are to go around this one, come around the tree. All right, guys, we took a little break, and then we came back out. We have all this mesh down over here, laid out rocks everywhere. We'll move them as we go, spreading the sand. My mower would no longer fit through here, so I will have to weed eat. Not a big deal, though.
Hi, Grandpa.
Yeah, buddy. I'm just sitting there debating on what we're doing next, but I think Grandpa's got to cut some stakes so we can drive them in the ground and start mounting all the black part around it, so that way we can.
I know what you were thinking.
Yeah, and then after we get all that part done, we'll be able to put the sand in it. But that'll probably be tomorrow, though.
That's sandpaper, by the way.
Well, yeah, what it's called, it's for weeds. It's supposed to keep the grass and the weeds from growing through. It's sandpaper, I guess you can call it too, yes. But see, it lets the rain go through there, but it doesn't let the other stuff. Yeah, we showed everybody our awesome sand we're using.
Yeah, but it feels really nice.
It does. It feels really nice, don't it, dude? Yeah. It's going to feel good on your feet, ain't it? Yep.
But then your feet will have sand on it.
Yeah, but you got to wipe them off when you go in the house, that's for sure. That way Nene don't get mad at us. All right, I'm going to see what I can come up with next. Nugget, get off my paper. All right, guys. Been kind of looking around to see what I got to make these wood stakes with, and I do have all these handrails. Some of these are rotted, but if I cut them in half and use the round part as the part that goes into the ground, just cut them at an angle, not right down the middle. On some of them, I could drive them into the ground until we get to this part here and then screw into it. Keep them down low where you don't see them. Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. I'm getting tired today. I done had to install some windows and then take them back out because they were the wrong color. Well, they match the outside of the house, but they want windows that are tan on the outside, white on the inside, which is double the money, but they don't care. It's fine. So we ordered them today. We took the other ones back. Luckily, they took them back, so it didn't matter to me. Now, so that's the plan. Tomorrow, we're going to cut the stakes. We're going to put them in the ground. Thomas here is going to run the skill saw. He's going to cut all the wood for me and drill them in with the drill. If he needs help, he'll ask, I'm sure. He's so good. He's too smart. He can. I'm sure he can do it all on his own. No supervision needed, probably. Okay, lots of supervision needed. And no, there will not be a saw in his hand. I'm joking. Sorry, guys. Before we finish for the day, anyway, Thomas wanted me to go ahead and show you this petrified wood we got. It looks just like a real rock. It's heavy like concrete.
We have a bunch
but because it was a log that was in water for so many years, it became petrified.
In comparison, this is petrified wood. This is normal wood.
That's right. Let's show them the big one. This is what also helps show that it was a log with a knot in it. But I'm gonna tell you now, when you pick it up, it's a rock now. It is. It's crazy how it works, everybody.
Normal wood.
But it does.
Normal wood and petrified.
Yep. And again, this thing weighs a ton. It is solid. It's a rock now. But it's pretty wild how it is.
It weighs like wild.
Yeah, I am wild, ain't I, huh, kid?
I bet I can lift it.
But Thomas wanted to make sure we showed you guys that. I told you, don't get your fingers under it.
Oh my God.
I told you. It's a big rock. It's no longer like wood anymore. I mean, the weight of it's big. But anyway, we had to show you that. We'll see you guys tomorrow. So guys, we're back out here for day 2. You can see Austin is carrying all the lumber. He's so strong. You can put it down right here anywhere. That's fine. You the man. Even though Grandpa is a carpenter and he has all the tools and plenty of wood around here to cut his own stakes, we decided to just buy some at the dollar store because they had them. They got these for $1 a piece. This is what it is. And what Grandpa's gonna do, gotta go get my hammer. I also got zip ties over there somewhere I gotta find in the house. I just bought some black zip ties. We're gonna drive these in the ground all the way down, and then I'm gonna drill 2 holes. Oops, lean that against my head real quick, hold on. I'm gonna drill a hole on each side after them are in the ground and zip tie around it. So we don't have no screws sticking out or nothing like that.
What the bikey days can do.
So, and also some of these had the pieces that would connect them together. I got to try to find those, but we may have to go with a stake on each side of the seam as well. No big deal. So, and I'm figuring for now we're gonna do all this side here, come all the way around. I don't know for sure yet if I'm just going to end it right here for now, because I'm sure this half a ton of sand is not going to go all the way around this whole thing that deep or nothing. So, and I don't want it like super shallow, because already when they dig, they can't really dig with a shovel or nothing because they just hit the paper. It's more for making a crawler course than actually digging or playing. But they're going to play and dig a little bit, but they ain't going to actually dig. You know what I'm saying? Because,
yeah, so we like make
so
a
anyway,
sandcastle for them.
Yeah, exactly.
And make a sandcastle.
We can make sandcastles. We just can't dig down to get past the paper, because then you get dirt in your sand.
Yes.
So we only can scoop the sand off the top and make a castle, fill our buckets, whatever.
Yeah.
Austin went inside. He's crawling around out here on this grass. Really, he's just getting into the bugs. His legs are tore up from yesterday. He helped me out here, and a little bit of ant bites, bug bites, probably poisoned this or that. I don't know. Poor kid. He's all right though. But I sent him inside. I said, how about you come out here and get a surprise when it's done? So what we're doing, I bought 20 of these little wood stakes, like I said, so I didn't have to worry about making them. And I can cut them off. They're plenty deep enough already. So I cut them off. That gives me 40 wood stakes. So works out good. Now, I would rather have wood and everything, but that's okay. We can always change stuff later. This is mostly just for them. And then once they're gone in a few weeks, a couple more weeks, I can make it the way I really want it. So, back to work. Right, Nugget? Good job. So, all right, y'all. We got our outline done. Now, I started to just come on around this, which we are going to extend it probably later. Again, I think this half a ton of sand is barely going to put sand in this thing, really. Anywho, the reason I'm going to leave these stakes in for now, we're going to cut off the couple where I'm going to back it in, because I'm going to back it up to where the tires get to it and then just dump the bag and then cut the bag open. But I was going to cut the stakes off, then I'd have extra stakes. That's why I didn't drive them any deeper. They're plenty solid. I mean, they're deep. But yeah, I'm going to leave them there. Maybe build off of them is what I was thinking. I could do some little bridges, maybe put a back wall back there or something. Turn this into a little bit of a construction site even later. That'd be great if I had construction equipment. This is kind of making me want some, but I've always wanted construction equipment. Let me clear that up. But I don't want the cheap stuff, and I can't afford the good stuff. So I'm dreaming over here. You can barely afford to build a sandbox. I'm talking about hydraulic excavator RCs. All right, guys, I'm taking a break. That's where we're at so far. The kids are loving it. It's just too hot for them out here to be working. Over here in the shade playing, it ain't so bad. We'll come out, we'll have some fun. But for right now, I gotta take a break. All right, guys, I'm gonna back up just a little more, and then we're gonna try to dump this big bag of sand. My grandkids are on the other side standing. So, no, y'all get over by the ramp, or so I can see it. That's going to be a very little bit of sand probably once we get it out. Seems like so much more at first. But I mean, it's a big bag, don't get me wrong. Oh, good Lord, yeah. It's a bunch. Okay. They're in Nini's car? Okay.
No, we don't know which one.
All right, 1 second then. So, all right, guys. We're probably going to have to get another bag of sand eventually. I mean, that's almost $100 in sand. $80 plus tax, but I got the discount for $13. But anyway, it's going pretty good still though. We got a lot of sand to play with. It might not cover everything. We ain't tried to spread it or nothing. We're just taking little sandcastle buckets and throwing them around. Let's see how it does, buddy. Oh, your last one turned out pretty good. Yeah, you almost got it all. This last one was really good. It's not really that wet. That's the problem. The sand's kind of dry.
Hey, Austin, can I use both the shovels? I have an idea.
This is pretty entertaining at least. And then when we lay out like rocks and do roads and stuff, we can move some of the sand to make the roads, and that will take up less area. Because obviously we got all these rocks to put in there of some way or another to make obstacles. So we're gonna have to study some obstacles, maybe learn some bridges to build and stuff down in here. Like I told Austin and Thomas that we leave some of these stakes and we might be able to build something off of them. Little bridges or a chain link, like a little chain bridges or anything. So we're gonna get back to work. We got to get the white thing out of here. I cut it open, but we're still moving sand off it. It's too heavy to just pick up out of there. It might not look like it, but it's about a foot deep where he's standing. So we still got some sand to spread, but we're getting it. They're working hard right now. They are. I'm proud of them. All right, guys. We don't have a lot of sand. We really need another bag or two. This was a half a ton. We probably could use another ton in here. But for now, it's fun. That's all that matters.
Two more bags, 2 more tons, we might be able to make sandcastles.
Yeah. That's $180. You know, yeah, $160 plus tax for 2 more bags. So if you help, maybe we can find some jobs, cut some grass for people or something. Maybe we get some of that. Maybe if we take all of, maybe if we take all the aluminum off like the original plan, we might be able to get another bag of sand. And get more views. You hear that, guys? We need more views. So please share the video also. Hit the like button, comment, all that good stuff helps. So anyway, we don't have enough to go all the way around like you can see. We probably could, but it'd be like a 1/2 inch to 1 inch. But there is a deep pile in the middle that they can play in and have fun, and they're still spreading it out. Tomorrow we're going to build obstacles, maybe do some teeter-totter bridges and stuff. We're going to build some pretty cool things and start putting some rocks in there to make rock roads. Maybe like a little waterfall type thing without water. Oh. So anyway, we're having fun, and that's the main thing. We're going to enjoy it. This tree provides shade just about all day long. in the mornings, on this side of it, the sun will come in for just a little bit. And then, you know, by 10 o'clock, the sun's above this tree. And for the rest of the day, it goes down over there. And you get pretty much shade other than a few areas. That's why we went this route. So, anyway. And I think maybe the next sand, instead of that $80 sand, maybe I'll just take my trailer up to the place and see if I can't get a deal on some sand. The reason I bought the bag of sand is I seen how clean it was. Last time I went somewhere and bought sand to put under a swimming pool, and we just bought a big load of it from a place, and it just wasn't that good of sand. Not what I wanted. So.
And don't forget, we have petrified wood.
We got petrified wood rocks. That's right. We'll have to.
We have like 3 of these.
We'll have to look up on YouTube and watch some videos about that so we can learn, huh?
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, click on the links in the description below, and say goodbye, everybody. Say goodbye, YouTubers. And don't forget, Easy Boy RC. We'll catch you on the next one. I think I'm on my own here. Peace.